Okay, this is my finished model of the Appleton crane. It's a model number 201050. The crane was built in 1984, and most of these are on inland Coast Guard buoy tenders, river buoy tenders. The length of the regular crane is 50 feet long, and it goes up 20 feet, and then the jib, which is the front part, comes within 10 feet of the cab itself. Appleton was nice enough to supply the blueprints for what they had, and I tried to replicate that. And to my knowledge, this is the only working model of this crane. So I'm going to kind of explain it, and then I'm going to take and do its functions. And I probably won't say anything there, because I only have two hands going here. Anyway, I constructed the crane as close as I could to the regular size one, with the exception of the what they call a luff cylinder, and that's the cylinder here to where it takes and lifts the boom. And land cranes, or however you want to call them, we call that the boom cylinder, and then we'll call that the dipper cylinder there. But in maritime crane terms, this is a jib, is what it is, and that would be the jib cylinder there, the long one, and then, like I said, the luff cylinder, and that's what lifts the boom. Now I've got tiny geared motors in here to make my linear actuators. To purchase them were very expensive, so I made my own. But like I said, there's two miniature gear motors in there, and then in the bottom, I'll show you that here in a second, it's got a servo in it that drives a like a flywheel, I guess, gear, and it'll go forward and reverse. And then the little motor here on top is what feeds the hoist. And the crane has got all of its functions. It's even got an alarm. If the boom cylinder goes too high or is too steep of an angle, then the alarm will go off to where you have to drop the boom back down. But I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the functions with it here in just a second. Now the model here is 24 inches long, okay, and then the height of it from the bottom of the boom to the ground would be 11 inches. On a real one, that's 15 feet from the boom to the top of the deck on the barge. Because this crane mainly uses, they lift buoys out of the water and into the water with them. Makes it very handy. The color is closest I could get to spar. Spar is a government color used on maritime ships and whatnot. All of their cranes are painted this spar color. I didn't get the exact color because of the coronavirus, and you can't get things, you know, so I got pretty close on the color there. The railings back here, you'll see a little bit more of those. I did all those in copper, and I you know, soldered all those. That's imitation little cab there. Got a windshield wiper, joystick controls. On the other side, you'll see it when I swing, is a replica of the motor or the engine that the real crane uses in order to run the hydraulics to run the crane. So this is just an imitation motor. You'll see it when I rotate it here. And then it's got its own fuel tank up there for the engine. And then behind the cab here is a hydraulic tank for all the hydraulics and whatnot. So the wiring on it, it all goes through an internal slip ring, just like anybody else uses. These are the miniature ones, and that's where all the wires go, and they go all the way down to the base, and then they're connected down there. Took me about 70 hours to build. Cost was pretty substantial, but it could have been a lot more. Like I said, the only scale part that I didn't do is are the two luff cylinders. So here's the control box. I just kind of jotted in the names real quick. Of course, I put the boom, the jib, the swing, and then the cable. And then they've got their own individual switches here up in forward, backward, what have you, and then they're all controlled on potentiometers for the speed. So here we go. Okay. That, of course, is the luff cylinder. Let me bring it in a little bit for you. Stop it here. Okay. Oh, stop that there. Okay. And then we'll go with the jib. Oh, wrong way. Come on. There we go. Oh, swing it. There we go. It does multi-function. I'm still getting used to it. Back out. Move this over. Okay. And we'll stop that cylinder. And then we'll take and swing it again. Go the other way. Let's go full around. I'll show you guys how this is done. Put the jib cylinder in a little bit more. Tuck that. It turned out really good. I wish some functions could be a little bit faster, but you know, the pocketbook can only afford so much. Okay, we're coming around. We just saw the hydraulic tank there. Then there's the replica of the motor, and then there's the fuel tank for that. And we're going to stop it there. And we're going to go jib. Oh, better come around, swing here. Okay, and then we're going to go up. Out. There we go. Show you how the hoist works here real quick. Okay, stop that. Then there's the cable. You have to go down. And then we'll stop it. We can go back up. That'll probably lift 5 pounds. I use braided fishing line on that for the feet. Okay, we'll swing some more. See if we can't park it back on its rest here. Its cradle is what they call it. Now these are ship mounted also, black cradle here, because how they're stored, the jib is all the way out on it, like so. And then we take and bring the boom down, and it'll sit in that cradle. I'm a little bit off. You know, I might be right on. That's pretty close. Alright, and that's it. So I hope you liked it. I'm sorry about the bad video, but that's the best I could do with 2 hands. Any questions, let me know. Everybody's got my number. Matt at Appleton Cranes, this one's for you, buddy. Talk to you soon.